It's about your unfounded suspicions.
That's right, I have suspicions.
You know what I haven't understood through all this? Is why do you blame me? What have I done?
You gave that boy wine to drink, and then you let him take the blame.
That's completely untrue. Did you talk to Mr. McGinn?
McGinn doesn't know anything. All he knows is the boy drank wine. He doesn't know how he came to drink it.
Did his mother have something to add to that?
No.
So that's it. There's nothing there.
I'm not satisfied.
Well, if you're not satisfied, ask the boy then.
No, he'd protect you. That's what he's been doing.
Oh, why would he do that?
Because you have seduced him.
You're insane. You have it in your mind that I've corrupted this child after giving him wine, and nothing I say will change that.
That's right.
But correct me if I'm wrong. This has nothing to do with the wine. Not really. You had a complete mistrust of me from before this incident. It was you that informed Sister James to be on the lookout, wasn't it?
That's true.
So you admit it.
Of course, certainly.
Why?
Because I know people.
That's not good enough.
It won't have to be.
How's that?
You will tell me what you've done.
Oh, I will?
Yes.
I'm not one of your truant boys, you know. Sister James is convinced I'm innocent.
So you talk to Sister James. Well, of course you talk to Sister James.
Did you know that Donald's father beats him?
Yes.
And might that not account for the odd behavior Sister James noticed in the boy?
It could, it might.
Then what is it? What? What did you hear? What did you see that convinced you so thoroughly?
What does it matter?
I want to know.
On the first day of the school year, I saw you touch William Munden's wrist, and I saw him turn away.
That's all?
That was all.
But that's nothing.
Sister James, how's your brother?
Oh, he's better, much better.
That's good, I prayed for him.
You know, it was good to get away. I needed to see my family. It's been way too long.
Then I'm glad you did it.
And Father Flynn, he's gone?
Yes.
Where?
St. Jerome's?
So you did it. You got him out.
Yes.
You know, Donald Mueller's heartbroken that he's gone.
It's just until June, and it couldn't be helped.
You know, I don't think Father Flynn did anything wrong.
No?
No.
He convinced you?
Yes, he did. Did you ever prove it?
What?
That he interfered with Donald Mueller?
Prove it to whom?
Well, anyone but yourself.
No.
But you were sure.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could be more like you.
Why?
Because I don't sleep at night anymore. Everything seems to be so uncertain to me.
Well, maybe we're not meant to sleep well. They made Father Jerome pastor of St. Jerome's.
Who?
The bishop. He appointed Father Flynn pastor of St. Jerome's school and church. It's a promotion.
You didn't tell them?
I did. I walked across that garden and I spoke to Monsignor Benedict. I told him how I felt, what I thought. He did not believe it to be true.
Then why did Father Flynn leave? What did you say to him to make him go?
That I had phoned a nun in his prior parish, and I had learned of his history of infractions.
So you did prove it.
I lied. I made no such call.
You lied?
Yes, but if there was no history, the lie would not have worked. His resignation was his confession. He was what I thought him to be, and now he is gone.
I can't believe you lied.
When proving wrong, in search of wrongdoing, Sometimes one steps away from God, but there is a price.
Yes, I see. And now he's in another school.
Yes. Oh, Sister James,
What is it, sister?
I do have doubt. I have so much doubt.
The Glass Menagerie. In this scene from Tennessee Williams's autobiographical masterpiece, The Glass Menagerie, we delve into the relationship between Tom and his mother. The Glass Menagerie.
What is it, Mother, that you would like to discuss?
Laura.
Oh, Laura.
Well, you know how Laura is. So quiet, but still water runs deep. She notices things, and I think she broods about them. A few days ago when I came into her room, she was crying.
About what?
About you.
Me?
Yes, she thinks you're not happy here.
Whatever gave her that idea?
You do act strangely. I'm not criticizing, understand. I know your ambitions do not lie in the warehouse, that like everybody in the whole wide world, you've had to make sacrifices. But Tom, life's not easy. It calls for Spartan endurance. I never told you, but I loved your father.
I know that, Mother.
And you, when I see you taking after his ways, staying up late, and well, you had been drinking the night you were in that terrifying condition. Why are you always so restless? Why you go out every night?
I go to the movies.
But Tom, you go to the movies entirely too much.
I like a lot of adventure.
Most young men find adventure in their careers.
Oh. Yeah, well, I like adventure, so I go to the movies. And adventure is just something you don't get much at the warehouse, so I go to the movies.
The world is full of young men employed in warehouses and offices and factories.
How true, how true. And do all of them find adventure in their careers?
They do or they do without it. Not everybody has a craze for adventure.
Man is by instinct a lover, a hunter, a fighter. And those are instincts that just don't get much play at the warehouse.
Man is by instinct. Oh, don't quote instinct to me. Instinct is something that people have got away from. It belongs to animals. Christian adults don't want it.
What do Christian adults want, Mother?
Superior things, things of the mind and the spirit. Only animals have to satisfy instincts. Surely your aims are somewhat higher than theirs, than monkeys.
I reckon not.
You're joking. However, that isn't what I wanted to discuss.
Well, I don't have much time.
Sit down.
You want me to punch in red at the warehouse?
You have 5 minutes. I want to talk about Laura.
Okay, what about Laura?
We have to be making some plans and provisions for her. She's older than you 2 years. And nothing has happened. She just drifts along doing nothing. It frightens me terribly how she just drifts along.
Well, you know, maybe she's just the type that they call a homegirl.
There's no such type. And if there is, it's a pity. Unless the home is hers and her husband's.
What?
Oh, I can see the handwriting on the wall as plain as I see the nose on my face. It's terrifying.
What can I do about it?
Overcome selfishness. Self, self, self is all that you ever think of. Where is your muffler? Put your old muffler on. Tom, I haven't said what I had in mind to ask you.
Well, I'm pretty late.
Down at the warehouse, aren't there some nice young men?
No.
There must be some.
Mother,
Find out one that's clean living, doesn't drink, and ask him out for sister.
Oh my God.
Will you? Will you? Will you, dear?
Yes!
Our Town. Thornton Wilder's Our Town broke many conventional rules of the theater of the day with his timeless slice of life exploration of a fictional town in rural America. The set was minimal, with actors pantomiming props. Following are two scenes that represent friendship and family, revealing important everyday events in their lives as they love and support each other. Our Town.
Here, chick, 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 chick. Not you. No, go away. Here, chick, 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 chick. Good morning, Myrtle. How's your cold?
I still feel a little tickle in my throat. I told Charles that I wouldn't go to choir practice tonight. Wouldn't be any use.
Have you tried singing over your voice?
Yes, I have, but I can't stay on key. So I'm resting and I'm doing some green beans.
Let me help you. Beans have been good this year.
I thought I'd make 20 gallons of green peas. The children say they hate them, but I noticed last year they were all gone by the end of the year.
Now, Myrtle, I have got to tell you something, because if I don't tell somebody, I will burst.
What is it?
Here, give me some more of those beans. Myrtle, did one of those second-hand furniture men from Boston come to see you last Friday?
No?
Well, he called on me. First, I thought he was a patient wanting to see Dr. Gibbs. And he wormed his way into my parlor. And Myrtle Webb, he offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's highborn as I'm sitting here.
Wow, Julia Webb.
He did. That old thing. Why, it was so big, I didn't know where to put it, and I almost gave it to cousin Hester Wilcox.
Did you take it? You did take it though, didn't you? You didn't? $350 and you didn't take it? What's come over you?
Well, if I could get the doctor to take the money and go away on a real trip, I'd sell it like that. You know, Myrtle, it's been the dream of my life to go to Paris, France. Oh, I don't know, it sounds crazy, I suppose. But for years, I have been promising myself that if ever we had the chance.
Now, what did he say about that?
Well, I did beat about the bush a bit, and I said that if ever I got a legacy, that's the way I put it. I'd make him take me somewhere.
Well, what did he say?
You know how he is. I haven't heard a serious word out of him since I've known him. No, he said, it might make him discontented with Grosvenor Corners to go traipsing about Europe. Better leave Well-a-Luck alone, he says. Every 2 years, he makes a trip to the battlefields of the Civil War, and that's enough treat for anybody, he says.
Well, Mr. Webb admires him so much because he knows so much about the Civil War that Mr. Webb is ready to give up his Napoleon study and move over to the Civil War. But because Dr. Gibbs is so brilliant when it comes to the Civil War, he just stares.
It's a fact. Dr. Gibbs is never so happy as when he's at Antietam or Gettysburg. The times I have walked over those hills, Myrtle, stopping at every bush and pacing it all out, like we were going to buy it.
So Julia, if that furniture man comes back and he wants to buy it, you sell it. And go to Paris. And just drop hints every once in a while. That's how I got to see the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned it. Only it seems to me that once in your life, before you die, you ought to see a country where they don't talk in English, and they don't even want to.
Can you get home safely, Luella?
Oh, we had a real good time.
You're late enough.
Oh, no later than usual.
And you stopping at the corner to gossip a lot of hens.
Oh, quit being so grouchy. Come on outside and smell the vehicles in the moonlight. Now, isn't that wonderful? Frank, what did you do when I was away?
Oh, I read, as usual. What were you and the girls gossiping about tonight?
Well, there was really something to gossip about.
Simon Simpson far gone? Was he?
Worse than ever. That, it just, I'm telling you, there's just, I don't know what we're going to do about him. Do you know how this is going to end? I mean, Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
I guess I know more about Simon Simpson's affairs than anybody in this town. Some people ain't made for small town life. I don't know how that'll end, but there's nothing we can do. Just leave it alone. Come, get in.
No, I'm worried about you.
What are you worried about?
No, I feel it's my duty that I should make sure that you get a good change. And you know something? If I get that legacy, I'm going to insist on it.
Now, Julia, there's no sense in going over that again.
Don't be so unreasonable, Frank.
Come on, Julia. It's getting late. First thing you know, you'll catch cold. I gave George a piece of my mind tonight. I reckon you'll get your wood chopped for a while anyway. No, let's get upstairs.
Oh dear, there's so much to pick up, it seems like. Did you know that Mrs. Fairchild locks her door every night? And all the people up there, they lock theirs.
They're all getting cityfied, and everyone's got a trouble with that. There's nothing, has nothing fit to burgle, and everybody knows it.
In this scene from the hit female version of Neil Simon's The Odd Couple, we see the iconic characters Messy Olive and Neat Florence in their third week as roommates preparing for a dinner party, The Odd Couple.
Oh God, this is gorgeous. It's like an old Howard play. I feel alive again. I feel glamorous. I feel like someone from Dynasty. Oh, you look beautiful. I love the big earrings. Very Espanol. What's the matter, Florence? Something's wrong? I can tell by your conversation. What's the problem?
What's the problem? You have any idea what time it is?
What time? I don't know. 7:38.
Try 8:20.
So it's 8:20. So
You said you'd be home at 7.
I said I'd be home at 7. Is that what I said?
That's what you said. I'll be home at 7 is what you said.
I said I'd be home at 7 and it's 8:20. So what's the problem?
If you knew you were going to be late, why didn't you call me?
I couldn't call you. I was busy.
Too busy to pick up the phone? Where were you?
I was running up and down 6th Avenue looking for a pair of earrings.
I have dozens of earrings. I could have loaned your pair.
I told you I can't wear pierced earrings. My earlobes have closed up.
I could have bitten them open. If I ever said you was going to be late, you would always call me.
Late? I wasn't late. I'm the first one in this room. What difference does it make what time it is?
I'll tell you what difference. You told me they were coming at 7:30. At 8 o'clock. You were going to be home at 7 to help me with the hors d'oeuvres. At 7:30, they arrive. We have cocktails. At 8 o'clock sharp, we sit down and have dinner. It's now 8:21, and I got a big, beautiful bird in there ready to be served. If we don't eat in 5 minutes, it might as well fly the hell out of here.
Oh, God, help me.
Never mind helping you. Tell them to save my 12-pound capon.
12 pounds? You cook 12 pounds? They'll fall asleep without us.
When I have company, I serve the best. And tonight, I'm serving the best fried capon money can buy.
Can't you keep it moist for a while?
Moist? Don't you understand? It dries up. Food can't be cooked forever. It turns into fossils.
So, slice it up now, and we'll serve cold capon.
Cold capon. Cold capon for a sit-down dinner. Do you think I'm some kind of barbarian?
Just a suggestion.
What do we have for eggs and beans? What about 4 Big Macs and some milkshakes?
You asked for my advice, I'm giving it to you.
You think I went to Elizabeth Arden's today to get a leg wax so I can serve cold capon? Why don't we have a bag of Halloween candy and everybody can grab what they want?
Lawrence, get a hold of yourself.
You think it's easy? Go out and shop and make flower arrangements and clean and stamp the little Spanish designs on the butter patties. I'm studying in the kitchen all day while you're in some air-conditioned office giving out baseball scores.
Baseball scores? I get important news out to the public. Do you know there was a major revolution today in Bagai? A major revolution.
Where the hell is Bagai?
It's a new African country.
Since when?
Since Thursday.
Okay. Well, I got a capon older than Bagai.
Who tells you to cook? We could have been at the Casa Me Casa watching flamenco dancers instead of your lousy twirling ladle.
Oh, they're here. I'll go get this sauce so we can cut off the wings.
Stay where you are.
I'm not taking the blame for this dinner.
Who's blaming you? Who even cares about the dinner? We're having a date tonight, not a bake-off.
I take pride in what I do. I'm known all over New York for my cooking, and you're going to tell them what happened.
I'll write a full confession on their dinner napkins. Now take off that Peter Pan apron, because I am opening the door.
Well, you can call up Arthur Treacher's and get some fish sticks.
Are you through?
I'm through.
Lillian Hellman's groundbreaking play, The Children's Hour, is about how gossip started by children ruins a long-time friendship between two women and leads to an unfortunate suicide. The Children's Hour.
Poor Martha. I can't believe it. She was so, I don't know what. I'm frightened.
Don't be frightened.
I can't help it. How can I help it? I did everything I could. I know I'll never forgive myself for the last words I said to her, but I tried everything I could to be as good as I could to her. You know, Karen, God will forgive me for that once. I was good to her. Suicide's a sin, Karen. We shouldn't just be here, we should call somebody to help.
In a little while.
Shouldn't we call somebody or do something? She shouldn't have done it. You know, it was all because of that awful business. She would have gotten a job. She would have started over again. She would have had a new life.
That isn't the reason she did it.
What? Why?
What difference does it make?
You're not crying, Karen.
No.
Oh, I wish I could have done something, but I haven't anything.
She was good to you. She was good to me.
Oh, I know she was. And I was good to her, too. I did everything I could. I can't help it. I don't know.
Don't be afraid.
I can't help it.
I'll help you.
It's different for you. It's different.